Brad Garlinghouse could soon be one of the most powerful figures in Washington influencing crypto policy alongside Donald Trump and now Elon Musk. And that's because Ripple CEO is a top contender for Trump's new Crypto Advisory Council, a position that could directly shape the future of digital assets in the United States if he lands this role. And it could be game over for the SEC's war on crypto and a massive win for Ripple and XRP holders. And that's because the deep state has been using regulatory red tape to strangle the crypto industry. But with Garlinghouse in this position, that grip could finally be breaking. And this isn't happening in isolation, as something much bigger is at play. As the FDIC just released 175 classified documents exposing how banks have been handling crypto behind closed doors. And the CEO over at Coinbase just shared a shocking video of the true corruption behind this coordinated attack on the industry. Like, we always knew they didn't like crypto. However, now we can see for sure that traditional financial players were using the FDIC to attack the industry, while at the same time quietly positioning themselves to dominate once regulation was in place. The timing of this release is suspicious, right as the power in Washington is shifting and the curtain is being pulled back. However, Coinbase just exposed it all. Also, Ripple is making moves that suggest they already see the writing on the wall, as they just increased their US workforce by 75% right after the election. Companies typically don't scale at this level unless they expect some serious growth in an environment that is easy to operate under. In other words, Ripple isn't just preparing for a win, they're preparing to go mainstream in the US financial system, something that regulators have spent years trying to stop. And if this wasn't bullish enough, Zero Hash just announced full integration of Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin across both Ethereum and the XRP ledger. This isn't just another stablecoin, it's a direct challenger to the USDC and USDT stablecoins, and a sign that major financial players are warming up to Ripple's version of a regulated, institution-friendly crypto ecosystem. Either way, this is all extremely bullish for crypto and the US economy. The system is being reset, but like any major shift, it won't come without resistance. Musk has already been exposing where taxpayer money was going, and the corruption ran so deep that officials were told to approve every single payment without question. The people who have been feeding off the system for decades aren't going to go quietly, and already they're breaking the rules, as a career Treasury Department official by the name of David Labrick was recently let go because he was in charge of over $1 billion and was consistently approving those. So by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what's happening, why the deep state is panicking, how they're losing, and how this is all going to impact your crypto investments. And stick around, because by the end of this video, I'll be covering some on-chain analytics. Hello and welcome back to the channel, my friend. If you're new here, my name is Paul, and you can find me on Twitter or X at PauliDeFi, PauliDeFi. And here is one of the biggest pieces of news for the Ripple and XRP community, as Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is now emerging as a top contender to join Trump's Crypto Advisory Council. Now, the reality is I don't know how many positions or seats are here. However, sources have confirmed that the Ripple CEO made the shortlist. And what exactly will they do? Well, the Crypto Advisory Council will play a major role in shaping the future of digital assets in America. And as many of you already know, we are likely going to have a Bitcoin strategic reserve, a crypto reserve, so to speak, as well. Although we don't know what cryptos are going to be in there, it's extremely likely that if Garlinghouse joins this, there may potentially be a conflict of interest. However, XRP being the third largest crypto by market cap would make it a strong contender to join as a national reserve asset. That means that the XRP or Ripple team would likely sell tokens to the treasury, and they would hold on to those as a strategic asset in the same way we currently hold gold or oil, as these are commodities that hold or retain value in uncertain economic times, or in times of war, or in times of hyperinflation with fiat currencies. It would be brilliant, and it will make XRP pump heavily. Now, the way that they're going to select who joins this council will hinge solely on competence and experience rather than support of Trump. And I would argue no one has been through the ringer or has more competence and experience than Brad Garlinghouse and the team at Ripple, having fought an unfair and unjust SEC and administration over the last 4 years. And it's also extremely likely that he will join this advisory council, considering the fact that he's now confirmed to have met with Donald Trump multiple occasions, and they've had talks that many of us aren't privy to what actually was said or happened. But I'm sure that these meetings have gone well as Brad Garlinghouse continues to hang around the White House. And this would make sense because Ripple is expanding their US workforce by 75%, and you wouldn't do that in an environment that wouldn't be crypto friendly, as they are operating a crypto company. And the chief legal officer over at Ripple said that following the election, 75% of Ripple's hiring efforts were previously offshore are now being brought back onshore in the United States because the company is eager to build and expand its operations domestically. In other words, they believe, and they have access to information that you and I do not, that the next 4 years for crypto are going to be tremendous, especially in the United States, the biggest global economy in the world. And this is all leading to something because just recently Ripple announced a new partnership with Zero Hash and their Revolut app. Now, what exactly is Zero Hash? Well, they are infrastructure for crypto and stablecoins, which have the right licenses to operate legally in a regulated manner in the United States. Their solutions include banking, on and off ramps, payment issuers and gateways, and even offer integrations to investment in trading platforms. These guys are the real deal, as they're consistently winning awards every single year when it comes to either being the crypto company of the year, when it comes to innovation, when it comes to integration, and even their CEO won the 101 top CEOs in the United States. Now, this is all cool and everything. However, what makes this really valuable is the fact that they actually have the right licenses and registrations, as Zero Hash is licensed to engage in money transmission in most United States jurisdictions because they're registered with FinCEN and apply by all rules, regulations, and laws with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network from the government. In other words, this is what would allow the freedom and flexibility for a stablecoin to operate in the United States in a regulated manner. And this is something that USDT, the largest player in the space, simply does not have, which is what leads me to believe that the RLUSD stablecoin will continue to dominate and gain in market cap, especially over the next 5 years. Now, if you're enjoying the value you're getting in this video so far, then go ahead and head on over to bullrunners.com. You can find the link in the description below to check out Altcoin Pro University. We have over 1,200 paying members. In other words, this community is bar none one of the best, if not the best, in all of crypto, because these are people that are taking their crypto journey very seriously. The majority of these people are either multimillionaires in the crypto space or are aiming to become one. And I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to become a millionaire in crypto by joining this community. However, it does increase your odds as you become like the people that you surround yourself with most. Now, it's not just the community that is valuable here. It's also the fact that we offer over hundreds of hours of expert curated classes. We have pros that are on live weekly calls that will give you real-time feedback and guidance and answer questions. Pros share altcoin picks that 5x, 10x, sometimes even 50x. We teach you how to do technical analysis, fundamental analysis like a pro. We show you how to get access to the best DeFi yields on the planet. We also show you how to manage risk, which is a lot of the thing that most people lose money on, but if you did it properly, long-term, you can only win. And then we also share airdrop alerts. We have plenty of people in there getting free money all the time. So if you sign up sooner rather than later, you get access to some bonuses. And the worst that can happen is you stand nothing to lose and everything to gain by simply checking it out. So if this sounds interesting to you, go to bullrunners.com. And the reason you want to check it out sooner rather than later is because every single day our pros are sharing all sorts of valuable information and altcoin picks in there. And you don't want to miss them, because right now may be the best or last shot you have at picking some of these up before we see this blow off top at the end of the bull run, which could happen sometime in May. Every single freaking day matters. So go to bullrunners.com, check it out, and let's get back into the video. Now, one of the biggest pieces of news aside from Brad Garlinghouse in the White House is the fact that one of our government agencies, which the Trump administration seems to be exposing often now, the FDIC, has just released another 175 new documents related to its supervision of banks that engaged in or tried to engage in crypto-related activities. And a lot of this was under Elizabeth Warren and her cronies who really tried to harm crypto. Well, previously, the FDIC released 25 so-called pause letters sent to 24 institutions interested in pursuing crypto or blockchain-related activities. Now we have another 175 new documents, and that's because of a court case from Coinbase and Brian Armstrong. And in a recent post from Brian Armstrong, Coinbase will be holding bad government accountable to protect your crypto rights. This is the only way we will maintain economic freedom, which is foundational to all freedom. And he posted this video directly from Coinbase. Let's take a watch. So what does this all mean? Well, this means that we are going to officially have clear regulatory rules and guidelines for crypto companies to operate in the United States. Players like Ripple with their XRP token will do really well under the new Trump administration. The RLUSD stablecoin will continue to grow in its market cap and dominance. And guess what? We're all going to win as a direct result. Our crypto bags will like this. Still, markets seem to be dumping and not really performing well in this positive environment. And what's really going on? Why is this the case? Well, as you guys remember, we had a really nasty dump from a local high of about $3.20 on XRP all the way down to $1.74, which was about a 45% loss. Then in a single day, the market rallied pretty strong, upwards of 60%, back up to $2.79. Since that point in time, the market has dumped right back down to $2.32. And so for many people, this may be kind of frustrating considering all of the positive news surrounding crypto and more particularly XRP. So what's really going on? Well, I believe all of the big players, all of the institutions are continuing to short sell cryptos like Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and you name it. All of the major US based companies or anything in the top 20 by market cap is going to be in high demand through the rest of the year. I believe we're still in a bull run with a bit of volatility to shake anyone out of the market that doesn't have diamond hands. And the reason I believe this is because right now I'm looking at the exchange reserve on Bitcoin. As you can see here, this is the price of Bitcoin, the white line. The purple line is the exchange reserve. In other words, right here we have the price action of Bitcoin to present day or just yesterday. And since the point in time of November of 2024, Bitcoin has consistently been removed from exchanges as indicated by this purple line. This purple line is an indicator of the institutional demand and how much they're ripping off exchanges and holding on private custodial wallets or cold storage because they do not plan to sell anytime soon. Whether they're doing this for themselves or their clients doesn't matter. What matters is that there is less and less and less Bitcoin available on exchanges. And so when the price breaks above that $109,000 to $110,000 level, virtually everything else in the market will follow. If demand remains the same and there is less available on exchanges, then guess what's going to happen? The price is going to go up. And so as of present, at that low of $91,000 to $93,000, you can see that a lot of Bitcoin was removed from exchanges. Right here, we had about 2.52 million Bitcoin available on exchanges. And with that dump, they bought it up to the tune of almost 70 to 75,000 Bitcoin. Now there's only 2.46 million Bitcoin available on exchanges. Someone, and the majority of these major players, are consistently accumulating Bitcoin and removing it from exchanges. And this is extremely bullish for crypto, which means at today's current prices, we're looking at some really good entries for XRP, for Ethereum, for Bitcoin, for your favorite altcoins, because they are going to follow Bitcoin when it breaks out. In other words, this sell pressure that we're currently experiencing is really a symptom of short selling. However, these are the spot prices that institutions actually want to buy, hold, and accumulate. So when you look at something like Bitcoin, really what we need Bitcoin to do, and let me come out to a 4-hour time frame, is for it to accumulate in these ranges all the way back up to $109,000. And a break above $109,000 outside of this Darvis box is going to be an explosive move to the upside, not only for Bitcoin, but for XRP and everything else. So I am watching Bitcoin closely, and I'm accumulating all of my favorite cryptos in this range. And that's it for the video, folks. If you enjoyed the video and you learned something new, there's a lot more you're going to learn if you go over to Altcoin Pro University. And worst case scenario, just join it for a month, see if you like it, because then the bonuses are eventually going to run dry and you're going to be pissed at yourself for missing out. You're also going to be annoyed that a lot of the things that we simply can't get to or share on the channel, we share on this side. And so a lot of our members are making money with us. And that could also be you if you take advantage of it sooner rather than later, because every single day you wait is another day that you miss out on some sort of an altcoin play or the education that you need to feel conviction to make the right decisions and choices with your crypto portfolio. So go to bullrunners.com, find the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching the video, my friend. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.